Honestly, bro, I need you. I've lost everything in my life. My YouTube, everything.
Hey, what up? Welcome back to another video on one of the YouTube channels ever, and today will probably be the last time that we're gonna have to talk about Master Oogway because at this point, he's pretty much hit rock bottom. And out of all the YouTubers that have fallen off, gotten cancelled, and all this other stuff, he's honestly one of the most deserving, and his entire run really needs to be studied and put in like YouTube training videos on what not to do once you get popular. But getting straight into it, like you probably seen in the thumbnail, bro has genuinely resorted to begging and paying for followers. And really, the worst part about this is he's trying to disguise it and play it as if it's something else to make it look like he's not blatantly just paying for followers. But maybe I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself here. I'm gonna just go ahead and play the new type of content that he's been making on Instagram Reels and really let the clips explain themselves.
This is day 1 of donating 1 cent to Palestine for every follower I gain. I haven't gained any followers today. Let's see how it goes tomorrow. Day 2 of donating 1 cent to Palestine for every follower I gain. Today I lost 800 followers and gained 486, which is around $5. So I donated $5 to Yusuf, who's a Palestinian person stuck in Gaza. This is day 3 of donating 1 cent to Palestine for every follower I gain. Yesterday I lost 5k followers because of yesterday's video, but I also gained 793 followers, which is around $7.80, but I donated $9 instead.
Yup, you seen it here first. Now Master Oogboy is genuinely trying to profit and gain clout off of wars and suffering. I could just imagine him sitting there after the craziest fall off ever and just thinking, oh man, how do I get my name back out there? I need to cling on to something that's popular and trending right now. Oh yeah, the Palestine War. People love that and they'd really love to donate to it. I could really make myself look like a good guy here and gain a ton of followers. And before I even move on, I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I always say in basically every situation like this, and that's that if he actually is truly donating this money to a good cause, no matter what the reason is, the donated money is still a good thing. Whether his reason for this is that he actually wants to help these people or he's genuinely just straight up attempting to buy followers, which of course that's what he's doing, it doesn't change the end result. No matter what, someone in a pretty rough position ends up with more money to help their cause. So I just really wanted to clear up that that is not what I have the problem with here. And getting into some of the things that I do have a problem with, the first one being the insanely low conversion rate. Like I said a second ago, sure, any money donated to a good cause is good money, but there's no way that someone of his size just hopped up on this camera and said that he's gonna be donating 1 penny per follower. And to put it in perspective of how low that number actually is, if bro got 10,000 followers all of a sudden, that would mean he would only have to donate $100. That is absolutely nothing for that amount of followers. $100 for 10,000 followers. That's an insane amount, especially on a platform like Instagram. And I'm the type of person that hates the idea of paying for followers, subscribers, and all this other stuff, but if you're offered the deal of $100 for 10,000 followers, you'd almost be an idiot to not do it. And talking about how bad this conversion rate is, it only gets worse the more the followers go up. Let's say that he were to get something even more outrageous like 100,000, an absolutely massive amount of followers, he would only have to pay $1,000 for that. So if he really wanted to make it even seem like he cares about this cause whatsoever, probably one of the best places to start is upping the amount per follower. Someone of his size should at the bare minimum really be doing like 50 cents per follower, because at least then, like I said, at least it'll seem like you actually care a little bit, and on top of that, not only will people feel more inclined to follow you in the first place, but they'll also feel like their follow is more valuable when it's worth more than a fucking penny. But going back to his post for a second, in basically every situation that I talk about, I obviously know that I'm not always right and I don't always have the answers for everything, so I usually like to go through different comments and see different videos to see what everyone else is thinking as well, and in this situation, it looks like everyone is also basically thinking the same thing. Bro is trying real hard to save his career, unfollowing. Man fell off so hard it's really sad to see. Time to unfollow. Using Palestine for clout. Average influencer using using Palestine for followers after falling off. And one of my personal favorites, we don't like you. I don't know what it is about that comment. It's not even like I have some sort of personal hatred for this guy or anything. It's just that it's so straightforward. No curveball, no mix-up, none of that. Just, we don't like you. And this last one right here that kinda segues us into the next point, bro wants to play Mr. Nice Guy now. Which really is a great point because this is just a stark contrast of the type of content he was making before. And some people might be thinking that, oh, maybe he's actually a good guy, especially with posting things like, time to redeem myself and do something good for once with the community, hashtag Palestine. But I'm not really one that's so easily swayed. Because like a lot of these people said in the comments, it seems like it's common at this point for creators that just completely fall off to try to use whatever big trending situation is going on at the time to try to gain clout and followers. Whether that be in a case like this where people are now using Palestine, or a while back where people were using BLM. And the other thing that really reinforces my point here that I really don't think that he's doing this for a great cause is how convenient is it that all of a sudden, once you fall off and basically no one's paying you any attention whatsoever, now you want to start supporting a cause like Palestine and sending them money for every follower you get. And like I said earlier, I'm not saying that the money that he's sending is a bad thing. I'm saying the bad thing is how disingenuous he is, and honestly, to call it how it is, it's just straight up super scummy. Like I said earlier, he's just genuinely profiting off of a fucking war. And in a situation like this, I usually can't help but feel bad for the person that fell off, especially if they get to the point where they're paying for followers. But like I said earlier, I just don't feel bad for this guy whatsoever. He 100% deserves it. He got so many chances and completely ignored them all, and all that really shows to me is that you don't really respect or care about the situation that you're in at all. And honestly, all it really would have took is for him to maybe sit back and just think for a second and be like, damn, I'm in a position that most people fucking dream to be in. If I even remotely value the spot that I'm in my life, all I have to do is slightly tone back my content and just make normal jokes that aren't racist and or hateful. I also just wanted to go back to him buying followers right quick and just point out that the followers that he is getting, although they are dirt cheap, they're not really going to translate into anything. They're not going to be people that are coming back to your Instagram or whatever to consistently view your content, because most of the people that are following you probably just randomly see a post from you and they're like, damn, wow, this guy is donating money per follower. Follow, and then they keep scrolling. So I don't even really think he's going to achieve his goal here of trying to get back on and cling on to some of the fame that he once had. But that's pretty much it, and probably the last time that we're going to be talking about Master Oogway on this channel. And like I said earlier, I don't really make these videos thinking that I'm the omnipotent, all-knowing being or something. I try to make these videos to be as informative as possible, but I also try to make them to be a discussion as well, and you guys are included in this as much as I am, so whatever your thoughts are on any given situation, make sure to drop it in the comments because I do read every single comment. But with that said, if you made it this far in the video, you probably liked something, so you may as well drop a like and maybe even subscribe. You'd be helping us get one step closer to our goal of 1 billion subscribers, and y'all already know the deal. I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long, so I'll catch you guys in the next one.